Hi, Catherine and Dan. It's Mark from Scribo Literato here. This is a community we've set up for you. Sorry, it's taken a bit of time. I've had a really busy week. Essentially, it's ready to go. It's set up with as a school. You've got ISP admin literato.com. It's cashew26. I'll put us an email as well. Capital C. You're all teachers in the school. So this is your school. Boundaries are up. Nothing else can see into it other than you two. Um, in terms of menu, classes, students, you're set up as a teacher. You're each set up as a community administrating teacher, which means you can create more teachers, more classes, more students, link it all up, do whatever you like, move around the system. You have full power to do whatever you like inside. So that's your teacher's perspective. Students, you have 10 of them in a class, and they're ISP 001 through to 11. You can log in as those students. Their password is password 88 lowercase. Again, I'll put that in an email. So moving around there is setting up your ecosystem of students, setting up things like rubrics. You mentioned, Catherine, you mentioned music. We've set up a music rubric for you. We've set up a science rubric for you. There's also rubrics in the library that you can choose to use, like the IB Biology Internal Assessment rubric is a monster. It comes with all of these criteria and at great levels inside each criteria. You can set up rubrics, load rubrics from PDFs. You can manage all that yourself at your leisure. But for the purposes of the presentation and demonstration, science and music are here to as your two favorites. That means you've got two activities, classical music and core process of photosynthesis. So really what teachers see, as we showed you, is the panel of students. You can click between them. Some of them have been graded already. Some of them need grading. To grade, you simply click on the grade with AI. It's simple. It's linked into, this one is linked into the science rubric, so it will grade scientifically. The other one will grade musically. You can read the essay, the rubric, and determine closeness of fit. All these essays were made by Scribo, and I'll show you very briefly how you can do that. But there's 10 of them. They're all different. They all have different qualities. They all obviously have different levels of errors, etc. The teacher feedback we've linked in through writing goals. We talked about that. So if you want to see glow and grow, you can click around here and get a feel for the sort of feedback that we're generating and presenting to students. They're seeing exactly the same thing. You can do some handwriting and upload handwriting. So if you've got an essay that you want to throw into the mix here, give that a shot. As I say, there are two essays. There's classical music and photosynthesis. Students can log in using the ISP 001 through 11. I'll write this in an email again. And as you move around, you can always ask us a question and get help. So we've got a great knowledge base online. You can talk to us anytime you like. Grab hold of what we're doing in here and see if you can relate to what you're trying to achieve as those outcomes that you're looking for. But students are set to go, teachers are set to go, essays are set to go. So I even linked up some library. So I think we gave you access to all of the IELTS library. So these are just essays that in an IELTS framework. You can create your own libraries, obviously. The other thing I wanted to show you was if you wanted to create an activity, we've opened up the full range. So you can create a very quick activity yourself using our wizard, or you can create an activity called Flip the Pen, which is sort of like a step-through process of how to create an activity that, and this is how I created the music in the photosynthesis activities. You can create these activities that sort of self-write and self-deliver to students. Here we go. So you follow the bouncing ball in here. You corrupt it any way you want. You can create essays that you can give to students straight away. So students can log in with something that, when you prepared earlier, they've all got their own issues. Their challenge might be today not to write, but to fix and make this even better. So I've just logged in as a student, ISP 002, Sally. Sally's obviously in my class. She's got two essays underway. This is really the student experience. It's identical pretty much to the teacher, except you get to control what gets turned on and off here. So you can see a much reduced level of communication with the students. I've opened up rubric grading for the students so they can grade themselves, and that can be something that you allow or not. In terms of Claro, Sally's got access to Claro. This is a really important piece for student coaching and writing coaching. So Sally can ask for, can I have more? Well, I can talk. Can I have more academic words, please, to make my essay even better? We'll never write the content for the students. We'll always give them encouragement and alternatives and ways to think about what they're doing. So please have a look through sort of levels of feedback that Claro is. Test it out with any sort of crazy message that gives you comfort that we're not going to deal with swearing, we're not going to deal with anything that students try to ask us outside of context. We very much cold focus on that. Very, very hard. In fact, near impossible. We haven't had anybody beat it. So welcome for you to try and give us feedback on that. Students have a world of entertainment, a world of feedback, and a world of self-directed learning. So it's something that you can sort of put into a context of a student class very, very quickly and see how this travels across the engagement level, and of course comes back to teachers as positive information and steps to take forwards. That's really the connection that we're trying to make. So if you're going on holidays, I wish you safe travels, a good time. I hope you take Scribo with you and have an even better time. And we look forward to talking to you soon on your return, and all the best for now. Goodbye.